Hello, everybody. I'm in pain. Oh my god, I've been going for an hour and a half already just with one fucking puzzle room that I gave up on. So how is my animals doing? There should be a baby unicorn somewhere. Baby. Hello. It doesn't say you're shiny. Huh. Right button this time. I wonder if the babies will just like stay babies or if they grow up. It's really curious because like shiny? And that baby is like 100% shiny. But also not. Nails. You qualify as shiny. Or do you need to be adult to be like qualified as shiny? I got one more space left here. You can go for a unicorn kid. No, I haven't. I mean, like, sweetie. The other we've had a feather I can collect. Okay. I want to speak to Sebastian. My stomach is not agreeing with me. Since it's not disagreeing with me, but yes it is. I'll see you in 2 seconds. I love Blower actually.
Oh. Away from me!
Okay, I can breathe again. Still not 100%.
Revelio.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What?
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else.
Died if we didn't.
References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this
Could I have chosen not to learn Crucio?
Precisely. I plan to
Well,
search for this relic,
the illusion
but
of
I don't
choice.
think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
My hands are weak.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
When I know more, I can see more if we should
Don't
do
feel sorry
more.
for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous,
Shit!
we were just about
Fuck.
to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything.
Fuck!
You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I agree with Sebastian though. We need to find a cure. I'm sorry, Ominous.
I am not letting this go.
Exactly.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I'm a little bit too much humid.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in rocks. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
I'm so sorry, Ominous. I understand your worry. But this is a game, and I think everything will be fine, so let's go. I'm sorry, Ominous. Sebastian is for sure gonna pursue this. He's not gonna give up on his history. But there's also nothing I can do to make him stop. At least I don't think so. Well, that one isn't toggled anymore either. Okay. I don't know this bridge actually. It's not a nipple. It looks a lot like. Sneeze. No.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Is this something we should be learning in school?
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Now
Yeah, that would be
is the
pretty
heavy wand movement. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Okay.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control. Textbook execution.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering, what inspired your interest in magical beasts?
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall
Absolutely.
it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular beast. A feathered, winged serpent-like creature that can grow or shrink to fit a particular space. Its eggs are made of pure silver, hence the desire to trade in them.
Fascinating.
Seems quite a challenge, finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even one cause. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for
I'm
galleons.
thinking more like you can
I left the eggs alone.
take them and breed
I
them.
hid, and moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
We've solved this out at once, technically, I guess. Okay. Now I have 2 combat setups here. Kind of, at least. I kind of want to quickly just do this one, so I've done it. Just gonna handle the things here while I took them out. Okay. Put them together and then polish self. Yet again. Okay. So I know what I'm doing. I don't need to look up the instructions. Acquire and use an invisibility potion. Acquire and use a thunder brew potion against enemies. So I need to use the thunder brew against enemies. I need to use an invisibility potion. I have invisibility. Perfect. I only have 1 thunder brew. I think I gave away the other one that I had, which means I shouldn't need this one. I can make more of it, which is great. I love that I can see the recipe there and that I can make it. Okay.
An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
Speaking of. I'm gonna wait a little bit with turning the toggle back on, just in case I don't want it.
It's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
I really went to go wash my hands. I didn't feel like I was that oily, but I guess I am. I jumped a lot real fast. Wrong way. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. Finding enemies. Okay.
Revelio.
Sure.
Luck! Nothing more than luck! Slippery little... No! No!
Incendio.
thought we'd forget about that goblin helm.
Let's play Predator and Prey, shall we?
Descender! Confringo! Yes.
That should have worked.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
Would have been in theirs.
Have you finished your assignments?
Yep.
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yeah, ask Garrett.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Hold on.
Focus.
Struggling
Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying
so
attention.
hard with this. Hold on, sir. It's gonna say something if I don't do anything. I'm not used to being oily. It's weird. Okay.
Very good.
I'm only using like 3 more spells. Okay, hold on.
Pleasure to have a student who actually heeds.
Doing what?
Professor Shaw,
Can hear you.
do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
Oh, no mind then. Good day, mate. you ever watched too much Hello? I don't think so.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment.
Thank you.
Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That sounds positively exhilarating.
Exhilarating? It was at that. Well, it lasted at any rate. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is at that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor.
True. Okay. Can't track this one, so let's go talk to Poppy. I love how clean this is now. I literally have one task and then just one environmental. It's far away. Just let me get outside.
I think there were doxiers as well.
I can't look up. It's so annoying.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Not a bunny? How are you pressing the bunny? Dude. Look. Free little buddy. Come along.
Revelio.
Nope, bunny's gone. It runs straight into the Israel. Oh, goodbye.
Revelio. Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
She's in my pocket.
Whatever the poachers are up to, I
She's
want
mine
Harlan
now.
far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight?
I thought they wanted to kill me as
Is
well.
Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
You should probably like
Why?
take
What
care of
is it?
Highwing.
The poacher's best
Is-
kept secret,
I
apparently.
have so many people after me.
The name came up twice, but they never
You
went
little
into
Highwing.
detail.
I can.
I also overheard
take
one of them
anyone.
bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highland, but she knows how I
Exactly.
feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
I have two more I need to put in. I can't sprint. This is my max. Okay, let's run it all.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
No, they're friendly. Very good. Hello.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
No, they want to talk.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Understandable. Hold on, Poppy. I need to close this up before chaos ensues. Oh my god, it's not wanting to. Too wheelie.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that
Yeah,
we
I'm
had
gonna-
anything to do with poachers?
I
was
did
rude.
notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I tried.
I noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Can't run, by the way. There you go.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure. Look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Nah. Really?
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
The swords, they're like hollow. Like you can see through them. Game do be pretty though. be visible.
Anything interesting?
Yep.
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests
Really?
align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land. Revelio.
How come I always draw the short straw? Someone messing about?
Revelio.
I don't know if I'm supposed to like take him out, but like. I don't know.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Revelio. Only one way to find out.
Yeah, this is probably much bigger than it looks like, right?
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
Don't mind if I fucking do. Hoppy for the win. Holy shit. That arena is so tiny though. Like the.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with lizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most guys being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
True, and I'm.
Don't know what Victor was thinking.
I did see the necklace. What do we call it? The what do we call it? Can't go. Player.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to what we're thinking? Will they join us?
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get
alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Fat beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Just wanted to hear the dialogue. Just checking the doors. Very nice. Well done.
Revelio.
A more hushed.
Come to think of it, months ago I had to throw.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Oh, the poor thing.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Let us fucking do.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Can you let me fucking go over to it? If this needs a third spell.
Hello, Mora.
Taking it. Take it. Yoink.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready.
A lot of healing potions.
Will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count. Revelio.
Careful!
Show yourself. You've nowhere to hide yourself.
Poppy. Oh, hello.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
No. Working on it. There's a box in the background.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Did she see any of this? Yum. Hey. Oh, not us. No. Why are we not doing anything? Fucking attack the guys beside us! We're literally just standing here! Okay, the fucking idiots. That's a good screenshot right there. Can I join? Can I come? No. Oh.
This way.
There were more dragons there, just saying. There was a little dragon caged up here. Just left. I need this egg to hatch.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poacher's sauce, which cannot be good.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers? Yep. Given the trouble we just caused.
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
Or that... I don't care what she says, I'm gonna keep it.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely.
No, let's
It'll be
hatch
hard
it.
hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
I don't
We're
care.
not helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
I need to talk to Deke. I need to hatch this egg. I'm just gonna put a base coat on my nails. Just give me a second.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell.
Okay.
Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Is that all? No other missions? Okay, it's the only mission I have thus far. Touch my ears immediately. Like guys, I have to be close to the ground to get the infinite speed because my shift doesn't toggle anymore, so I don't know. Hold it down. Just pressing shift and controlling with space and control is not that easy.
Decision I've made yet.
Hmm.
Revelio. So this is the underground harbor.
Alright. I'm not as pissed anymore. I have a dragon. I met some dragons. I can deal with a fucking hour and a half of pain earlier. It's all worth it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, my sprint is toggled again.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Of course, I just talked to you.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Sure.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The snake bird.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question.
Oh.
Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, The Deathly Hallows consist of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was
Fuck.
false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now.
Thank
If
you.
you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you.
I do actually
And I
think that.
won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd
You know
like to
what?
answer more questions.
Sure.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
I don't know any of these, by the way. I just want the names of them. Antilopian sounds like tiny.
The Antipodean Opale.
No,
That's not-
I'm
okay.
sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was
Hogsmeade.
Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
What? Because it's not it.
A Lethervold.
That's incorrect. The answer
What?
was a demiguise. While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
No, I just bang my nails. Bang my nail. Singular.
The Patronus Charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
It must be top one, right?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
What? I wonder if anyone knows this.
The Basilisk.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parcel Mouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
I didn't think the basilisk did it by the mouth, but yeah, no clue. I knew that was a snake, so I knew that laid eggs. That's basically it.
The Pyrenees.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
There.
Amortentia.
That's the answer. Amortentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty book covers, or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Sure.
Give me your worst.
I'm not gonna
Wonderful.
get it.
I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Difficult indeed, girl.
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Stooging.
The answer was actually haversacking. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Hairy ears.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimblus Mimbletonia.
Correct! The Mimblus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linfred of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linfred's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently.
I'm sorry, I'm not cheating. It's just
Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
a lot of these answers are just like the most ridiculous ones.
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile
The
is
most
a distant
public area.
relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle Knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Fortune must be luckless.
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The 3 witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh,
I'm doing great on
I
these
adore a
different
story
just
that ends with a
guessing.
twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Camp.
Ethelred the Ever-Ready.
No, the first minister was
Yeah.
Hewlett Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy
That was what I
the
said, but
founding of the Department
read
of
that first.
Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. Ah, it's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge.
I do.
You might not have got very many right,
Hey.
but I'm sure you learned something regardless.
Definitely.
Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
No worries.
I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio will make quick work of this.
Done.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Okay. Well, no.
Revelio. Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been through. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the 3 Broomsticks?
Yep.
May finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
I'm just gonna quickly just do this.
Uncle Ron does his best. He often asks after you and his owls.
Why can't I talk to you?
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clearly saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
Revelio. Alohomora.
I want to use this nail polish. The problem is, for every nail I do, I need to sit a minute and let like the magnetism work. Which means like I need 10 minutes. 20 most likely to like just have like 2 rounds of this.
Thank you again for retrieving that Nervish artifact for me. Fascinating. Truly fascinating.
Beautiful.
These two.
Goodness. Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
I know. I need 2 hands for this. But I need a minute. I tried to layer on a finger. Because I have a little like, holder that I can hold like the magnet with. I have no lighting here in my direction. Behind me. So I can't really see how good of effect this does have. Good.
Beautifully done.
No one failed. This is boring.
Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
I don't technically have all the spells though. I do still need this one like at the ready. I wish I knew which ones of these were like the longest. This is dangerous though. I don't want to change an animal. I think that's better. Okay, this one should be ready. No turning dummy here.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you. I kind of want to say the bottom one. Because it has mainly just been annoying to do the potions and whatnot. Ah, fuck, I touched it. My thumb is a little bigger than the other urns.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not certain I needed all the extra assignments.
And I'm certain you would not have been as successful without them. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Bred them.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
I trust her.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can, in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Now it is, I guess. There you are.
Something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there.
They were fast around for some time. Not permanent, though.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Yeah, I'm going to meet Poppy. I'll call y'all. If she wants me to get rid of the egg, I'm gonna fucking murder someone. Worse. Actually, I could like, use my mouse to just circumvent this whole thing. Nothing is higher in offense. I thought I had more. I'm ready for the dragon. This one should be okay. Problem is I have no lighting. If I had that, it would help a little bit. Okay, I can see it. It touched the thing on this one, but I did it so early, it like fixed itself. I need a second layer on this one because it's imperfection. Just tap it a little bit, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna go meet a Poppy, eh? I love that it's Poppy as well is the one I need to talk to. Name of my bunny. Why is my mission right here? Bye. It's interesting that it said like, hey, you learned all the spells, but like, I don't. But I know, like, I guess I learned all the spells, but I don't know all the curses. So I guess it's two different like achievements. I guess I like too much. Whenever you're ready, man. I need my upgrades.
Breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
Over here.
This guy's a mission.
I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't harmed.
Let's just, I'm gonna click on him so I have...
Just beg, but I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask. Are you afraid of spiders?
No.
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable. But why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it.
Why didn't you ask the ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried Minister Old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows what else. It seems this little hamlet has to fend for itself.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
But
this is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar. And Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Yep.
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon that we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before.
What?
It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location. It's
easier to do my left hand because I need to use my mouse. The right one. Just make one with her.
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
I'm bleeding? What's happening?
Surely that's the last of them. Repair it. Revelio.
I can't see. Who sends me what when I look over to my phone? Unless I like open my phone? Would I have face recognition? See if I just like look down like that, I can see. It just needs to see my face.
What do we have here? Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman. If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end.
It's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help...
Revelio.
I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Just give me a minute, I just want to finish this task.
This is where Mary bred the spiders. They're not here now. Well, this isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere. A ladder. I'm not sure I want to know where this leads. Best be ready for whatever I may find down there. Revelio.
I don't think I can use this.
I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse.
I was gonna say, I don't think I can sneak up on the spiders. I want to try though. Okay, again. Kill the one I cursed, that's not good.
Is simply too many. That's one egg sac destroyed. I should get the rest. Revelio. I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them.
I have some promising news.
Revelio.
And where to return her.
Confringo, Glacier, Tego, Stupefy. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Bombarda.
Finish this pass.
The last of the spider sacks. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders.
How do I get over there though?
I hope that's the last spider.
this combo.
Revelio. No, wait, that's the last one. And she's angry.
I think I whistled that. Yep, I did. Wait. It was so easy. Should I have done this a long time ago?
Revelio.
I don't know what's fastest. There's still spiders around, it seems like.
Revelio.
Never mind.
Revelio.
Got it. Calm down. It's like 2 centimeters too far away from the door. I'll do that. Supposed to happen, okay. So silent. Why are they running?
Revelio.
Just check. Gotta run. Hello, sir.
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
Well, I think the spiders think she was sweet too.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary. What untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders?
Yeah.
I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the hamlet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Even so, you'll want to prepare yourself. The place needs something of a clean-up.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary. What sort of thing are we looking for?
Pretty rich right now. It's like one of those.
Nice doing business with you.
I think I did something bad. Well, no.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon. You're the one who took care of that awful acromancy near Arranshire, aren't you?
Just told the guys this. Okay, I don't know if I want to do Sebastian work or if I want to do more Poppy. I feel like this should give... It suddenly, like, touched me. Why? I have no clue. I feel like doing this should give me the ability to get the dragon instead of, like, me holding on to the egg. I don't think me holding on to the egg will help whatsoever.
It's not like her to forget.
It could also like abandon mission. So.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all.
Opposite.
I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
This is time sensitive shit. Okay.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
Also, what has this to do with anything with the dragon?
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in Plimpies.
Yeah.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
Dragon.
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she
Aww.
would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Oh.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Oh, we're teleporting, aren't we? Huh.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
No, because we could breed them and make more compared to them just making them fight.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
You're making me talk too fast, girl. I need more time. I do kind of want to...
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Fuck.
Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Make them moving?
Revelio.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Where? This hair. Okay. Yes. Just taking the lid on. There she is. Hello, gorgeous.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope.
What?
I wonder how many there are. At least 10 usually.
Revelio. How charming. They keep in touch with each other. fantastic. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
Indeed. Ah, she's breathtaking from afar, you know, far like close up too.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. We probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. Revelia.
I don't think she can see us.
Watch your step. Or just raring for a fight.
Oh, hello. This is the creature I'm going to be able to ride. I bet. From the look of this. That's all I'm going off of.
Quiet, what was that?
Did I go invisible? Hello! Hello there, gorgeous.
Wait here. I'll run ahead. I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Good thinking, but she'd still be able to smell you. Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
Revelio. It's a little too warm if you ask me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I can come back later and play around.
I don't suppose you'd listen to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Ow.
Get to that opening below her.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
If we can get to that.
Poppy, shut up, I'm busy. I'm so calm.
She's leaving.
Brilliant.
Is it though?
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Revelio.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Because the dragon has been living here and she doesn't need the bridges.
Now, if we just return her, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Textures. This is a horrible nest, by the way. At least I put it in here. I want to, like, Google. I cannot access the map. should have saved before this. I'm gonna save now before I like drop it off. Just in case, like, I'm doing something real stupid. I don't think I am, but like... Fucking death. Hi, mama. Hatching? Hello? Puppy? Lick. That eye. No! Don't eat the egg. My lashes are black. Okay. Go back. No, it's fine. I need to go.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
I suppose we could catch our breath.
Can I fly now?
I wonder how long she lived here, or where she'll go now.
Revelio.
Am I able to... I guess... I'm glad Poppy is following me at least.
Revelio.
Okay, I think that was it. Poppy, I'm ready. Waiting.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in?
No, I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True.
Oh, dragon.
So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Oh, your Gran is not doing too hot. Yeah. I don't have the dragon egg anymore.
How could I have been so blind?
My poached egg. Poppy? She's pretty calm, I'll say. She went to the post office? Well, she's panicking right now. Calm down, Poppy. It's fine. Chill. I wanted to see things. Oh, that's far, dude. Holy shit. Well, I do want to check on the for a second. Let's go. a little far away. Just saying. Okay, am I gonna be facing the right direction?
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Works. One enough. It looks like the same old. Normal. Nice. Both of you. That's very good. I sound like I'm drunk.
You're here. Good.
I should dismount here.
You don't say.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Definitely.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Yep.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
So did you look? Yeah, so basically it was a secret decaying room with a sarcophagi in the back that had a fascinating relic.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
This one. Great. I'll give it a couple more seconds. We have changed some of our things at work now, so our back room is colder than it has been before. Okay, that should be good. This way. Oh, let's go.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
100% agree with Sebastian. Don't start. Just like
This room is taller than it looks.
Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
I technically knew that. Okay, let's go, my boy.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
I think they're trying to be creepy, but like... Oh,
All the grass.
Okay.
It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent destruction and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Well, at least you have your hopes up. It's a coffee guy, though.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Revelio. There's something here by the altar. Guardian Leviosa.
How am I putting this? I don't know.
What did you find?
Confringo. Revelio. Guardian Leviosa. Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says
Oh boy.
the next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, Or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone.
Bones.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
I love that I can just like use whatever spell on it or pick the one that I need.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about. But it may come in handy.
Not really.
I think you ought to know it.
Yes, I do.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
I've not really the most intricate thus far.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Well, boo. We'll do. We'll do, boo. Okay, I do. I can usually just cast back here. Oh, I don't know which one. Do I need license? Because I really kind of want like the curse things. Also, like, hold on. Take reduced damage from other enemies. Also curses. Okay, so they are different. Both just curses the enemy. But this one makes them take damage over time. This one just switches the control. I need a set of, like, I need yellow and red on my bar here to take care of the shield guys. Plus 1 purple. This one doesn't deal damage, but I need this one, like, as my number 1 here. I can switch up this one. For now.
Revelio.
I don't really care that much about the ice thingy, but to...
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Came from there. To that end.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
No, not that one.
Could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Take a potion just because I need the inventory space.
Bombarda. Revelio. Confringo.
This catacomb has suffered decay,
Catacomb.
just as the student summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Revelio. Confringo.
Perhaps we need to pull the handles in the order of the symbols on the tablets.
He's getting my hands to the room I haven't even explored yet. Chill, Sebastian. So this one first then? Is there swirly? You?
That worked. Keep going.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I wish I was more centered.
Head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
No problem.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
And also, it is raining. Yeah, I switched out that spell. I can't use that anymore.
For a moment there, I thought that would never end.
Well, about a little less than long, just then.
Revelio. Confringo.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Gosh, he gives up way too fast. Sacrifice. Ooh, okay, okay.
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Don't touch it. Don't fucking touch it. Do not. No. Stop it. Stop it.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Ominous. This is the only reason why we're here. If we didn't...
I'm willing to ignore what the journal says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Someone's gonna die. Oh no, we're totally
I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
He was gonna take that anyway, right? Right? Because someone is gonna die. So we needed a great sacrifice. I think ominous. Fuck.
Is that ominous?
He knew about this, didn't he?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you.
Oh, he's gonna use the spells on us.
Sebastian, please. Leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research.
Fucked up so much
He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it, Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne.
Mm-hmm.
If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian.
You guys are still friends.
This is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperium! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
He'll stay in place forever, or he just becomes
Sebastian, come on.
non. Because we're.
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we need to go.
Ominous.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Exactly, like, you guys are still good friends. Sebastian doesn't want to tell him this stuff because he knows Ominous doesn't like it. He doesn't want to worry him. Alright, as dumb as it is. I'm sorry, Ominous. Ominous has been after us for a long time already.
Bridge complete. Revelio.
Is Sebastian trying to follow me? Oh, there, okay. Ominous will be okay. Like, we dealt with all the spooters, so we should be fine.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb, just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
It looks locked to me. Ominous? Oh, I know. Okay, but I'm gonna end the recording here and start again, because I've gone for some time and I need to go